Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Roll with Liz. If you're new here, my name is Liz, and on this channel we send positive vibes, we send love, we share stories, we do lifestyle, we do so many things, amazing things on this channel. So today I just wanted to give you a quick story about my first job in America. So stay tuned. I was just getting ready to actually go to bed, so I'm actually in my pajamas, but I decided to do this quick story before I go to bed. Why not? I just thought about it. I'm like, I could share with you my experience. So it's just like quick story. So listen to the end. So many embarrassing moments, so many fun moments. So stay tuned. And I just want to give a quick update. So I'm originally born and raised in Uganda, but now living in America. So I am talking about my first job in the United States. So let's begin the interview. So the interview was so different from how I was used to conducting or doing interviews back home in Uganda, where you have to master all these things and cram the things you're going to answer, and like you're terrified, you don't know what they're going to ask you. This interview was the easiest interview I've ever done in my life. Yeah, I'm not kidding you guys. So the interview was actually, it was on, because my job I do online, it's a virtual job. So I received a phone call. Of course I applied online. Maybe I should take you a little bit back. So I applied on a website called indeed.com. I applied for several jobs, about maybe 5 of them every day, and I got so many phone calls. Sometimes of course the offer is not what you want, so I'll decline. And then one day I was actually about to have lunch. I received this phone call from a lady. I forget her name, but she called me and said, "Am I speaking to Elizabeth?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." And then we began talking, and before I knew it, she told me, "Oh, you applied for this particular job, so I'm reaching out to see if you're still interested." I said, "Of course." So my interview started. She said, "Okay, do you have 10 minutes with you?" I said, "Of course." I was excited. This was going to be my first job in America. So she interviewed me, and guess what the interview was about? So why did you apply for the job? Then I explained, of course, because I love to do this technology. I've done this before. And then she asked me, "What's your experience? What did you do before?" And I explained what I did. The job that I had before was, I was doing partly IT. We did training online, and we trained people how to print receipts online. We did so many things using phones and computers. So I explained that, and then she asked me, "So are you ready to work 8 hours a day? 8 to 7 hours a day?" I remember that was it. And then I said yes. Like, I was so eager. I wanted to get this job. I was like, whatever you're telling me, I'm willing to do it. So my interview was so quick. It was like a conversation here and there. And then she told me about the pay. She said, "Okay, Elizabeth, we are beginning. Okay, I'll give you a rough idea. So let me say," she says, "Okay, this job will begin from, say, $16 per hour to $20 an hour, depending." So she gives me all these things, and I'm like, oh my God, I actually got the job. So I was so excited. So first thing, the following day, I'm so excited, of course, and I share with my people, "Oh, I've got this job," and stuff like that. They gave me, I think, 5 days to prepare. Then we had to attend a virtual training, because this is a virtual job. So we had to sit home and give it 6 hours every day. I believe it was 6-7 hours every day to study. So we did the online training from Zoom, so it was from home. And this was the first time I'm going to be meeting my colleagues. You never meet them personally, you just meet them online. But it was also really, really interesting. So the training was pretty easy. It was fun. You take breaks and they still pay you for that. So it was pretty cool. And then the first day of work came. Now, I'm so nervous. I don't know what to expect. I'm here seated. So, of course, I've received my computer. They sent me my tablet. Everything was set pretty good, and I was ready to start work. So I sit there and I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. And my first experience wasn't the best. I've told you, I have so many embarrassing moments. So first of all, I'm an associate, so a call comes in, so I help people. That's what I do. So first I was thinking, how am I going to help people since I don't understand their accent, they don't understand my accent, so how is it going to be? So I was really anxious, my nerves were killing me. So a first client called in and reached out to me and started asking things, and trust me, I was just in shock. I could just listen and it's like, what is she saying? Because trust me, I do not understand a thing. I was like, she's too fast, her accent is different. I'm like, what am I gonna do? And then I remember they gave us a week or two. They give you that leverage. They give you 2 weeks to understand your job and get familiar with all these equipments and stuff like that. So that first week, they were really nice. So I took the first call and I was so nervous, and I didn't even help the lady, but I just transferred the lady over to another agent because we're allowed to do that in the first week. You could do that. And now, of course, the first week is over, the second week, now the third week, they expect you to know things, help these people. Now, my major challenge was my accent was different. So people didn't understand what I was saying. So let me give a quick example. For example, the way we say, like when I ask you for like date of birth, that's what we say, like that's my accent. So I would say, hello, Mr. Michael, may I have your date of birth? And they'll be like, what is that? Like, what are you asking? So I had to practice to speak like them for them to understand me, because communication is two-way. You have to understand me, I have to understand you in order to get to a point where we both understand what we're saying. That's communication. So I sat down. I remember asking, I was like, how am I going to do this? So I sat down and started practicing and practicing. So after like 1 month, I was so good, you guys. So I started, whenever the call would come in, I would know what to say, and stuff was really easy. Another thing that was different was the time. So I was used to a system where you enter, of course, you come at work, you present yourself, you sign in a book if you have to sign, and then you start work. Now, this system that is here, you have to clock in most of the time. So if your work is to begin at 7 a.m., you have to clock in at 7 a.m. because it's a computer system. It's going to show that you clocked in at 7. So that was also something I had to get used to. So I would clock in and clock out, and of course sometimes I would forget, and my supervisor would help me. It was a pretty nice lady, and she helped me so much to understand the dynamics here and there. So the time, I had to learn the time, and also the accent. Well, and then also I had to say so many thank yous, because my job is to thank the customers. So you have to say thank you from morning to evening. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for calling. Thank you for doing this. Thank yous. And then another thing was, I learned that you don't have to actually dress really, really smart. We call it smart, but actually here people say sharp. You don't have to have a tie and a big, nice, cufflinks and long sleeves to go to work. Here they call it, I think, casual smart. You can have a t-shirt or, and a jean, and you go to work, and that's okay. But in Uganda, you have to have all these nice fancy office dresses and office shirts and shoes, and I mean, people here are pretty chilled. They'll just have a t-shirt and a jean and they'll go to work, and that's fine. So that is something also I had to get used to. I was like, what, are you going to work like that? And people are like, yeah, I'm from work, and that's what it is. It's just really chilled down. And then also I had to get used to having all these online meetings. So many of these online meetings, you have to study online, then you have to train online, everything is online. So you have to be hands-on. Like I had to learn how to type so fast, really quick, because my job, I multitask so much. So I have to type as I listen, I have to do things, I have to solve this. So I had to really learn that real quick to know that the system is really, it's quick. Like you have to listen, finish all these tasks in this much time. You don't have so much time to waste. So that is also something that I learned my first job in America. And something else also I had to say is time management is really key. You have to be on time. If you're late, you have to call in and you know, tell people like prior. You don't just wake up and you're late 30 minutes or 40 minutes and you just start work. No, that's not how it works. You have to let people know. If you have a supervisor or a manager, boss, colleague, whoever you're answered to, so you have to let them know prior. And that is also, you know, it has taught me to be really accountable, which is a good thing. So let me know, guys, how was your first job? If you're working abroad, or I mean, just even if you're in the same city, same state, or same country, how was your first experience at work? Were you nervous? Were you pretty confident? How did it go for you? So this is my experience. And also, oh, I forget, there's something really interesting. So I also learned that here people will chit chat about weather. This was something new, by the way, for me, because I mean, where I come from, the weather is always the same. It's a tropical rain climate. Nobody's going to ask you how the weather is, but this is something I had to learn. So you know, like during the time you're interacting with a client and there's that dead air, so many times the client will be like, oh, Elizabeth, so how is the weather over there? And at first I was like, I don't even know. I haven't even stepped out of the house, but it's something you had to learn. So then I would say, oh, well, it's nice. Oh, there's the sun, and or maybe it has snowed. It's pretty outside, or it's cold. And this was something I had to learn, because sometimes I'd be like, why is the person asking me about weather? But that's I mean, it's just a general thing people chit chat about, and I had to get used to that. So guys, I hope I didn't bore you with this. I hope you had fun, because I just thought before I went to bed, I was like, no, let me do a quick video just to let you know how my work experience is right here in America, as you know, as a fresher, as a first time moving to a country or state or wherever, and you get this job. Like, how is your experience? So if you have an experience that you'd like to share with me, leave it in the comment section. Let me know how it went for you. If it is similar with mine, let me know. And I hope you guys had fun and enjoyed this chit chat today. So yeah, so that way, oh, I forget, before I close, let me actually say, so the date of birth is written different from, or the date, let's just say the date is written different from what I was used to back home in Uganda. For example, we write in Uganda, I think here you write month, date, and then the year, but it's different in Uganda. You begin with date, like if date, month, and then the year. So I also had to learn that, you know. And then it's the same with the date of birth. Like if you're reading from a document, you just have to remember that. So right now, I'm so used to this system that if I go back home, I don't know, I'll just ask them the other ways, because it's all reverse, and now I'm used to this system. Now going back home, I'll be so confused. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and please give the video a thumbs up. Remember to share with your friends. Remember to come back and subscribe if you haven't, and let's have some fun. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Ciao ciao. I love you.